Hello and welcome to the Dutchman in San Marcos. I am the DISM and we welcome you back to the show. Hey, sorry about my misspelling. I never did good in spelling. You can see it on my title from last week. And thanks for watching. Even though it had a crazy title, I still had a lot of good things to say. So let's get right. Here we go. Got a lot done on the oops, sorry, there was a board falling. On the Cuban, as you can see, I drilled a hole, and I thought I had some screens that were square, but they were too small. So I was thinking about just putting black screen in there, but in my drawer, I'm always collecting stuff as I see it, thinking, well, that'll be a good sound tool. I found this, and it fits perfectly. So we'll glue that on. Oops, you got to see it here. We'll glue that on. As you can see, I cut the hole. So let me get you down here. Let me get you down here so you can see what we're doing. So I also got all this fitted, as you can see, and glued together. And I recut the hole. That fixes it. And I made this here. I sanded that out. See this part here? Added that little piece. So now it all fits in there. And I've got the right angle. And she all fits in there really good. Today, what I'm going to do is put the spring in here. I leveled the fretboard. Let me show you. I got this nice and level. It could go a little more, but it's good enough for me. It's only a cigar box, so got that all set and square. The way I did it was this guy here, my sander, see right there, he would have been too aggressive to put that flat on there because I didn't have much to go. So I took, you can see this is a flat on this side, so I took it and I actually worked it this way and that way, nice and flat, and that took that little bit of hump out of there, and so that got it all done. So let's get this guy mounted in there. And what I have to do is I have to make it so it'll clear this. And I want to get as much stretch out of the spring as I can, because that makes the reverb sound better. So I'm going to run it crossways, but I got to run it underneath here. And so I kind of need to mark the height, because we don't want it banging that neck. But we want it open so whatever's in there will reverberate. So that's the top. So I'm thinking right about there. Right off that back. And let me measure that, just so we can get it pretty level. I kind of marked it with the bridge in there. That's like 1 inch up from the bottom, and that'll be right in there. I'm gonna these things here, they kind of self-tap, but I'm gonna mark it and drill a little hole just to make it easier. So let me get my drill. Okay. Okay, I got my drill. And we're just going to drill a little hole in here. Ah, came loose. Got to tighten the chuck down a little bit. So I had my other clip-on microphone, but I had to put my old one on. It wasn't charged. I didn't realize it wouldn't hold the charge. I had charged it up when I got done with it. And we'll get it here too. That should be enough to get it started. You can't see that. I don't have a lot of room to work with it in here. A little at a time. Okay. Come on now, baby. Okay, that's taking too long. I did make a bridge for it. See that guy? And it's fairly thin. If this one's too tall, I can always sand these down. I had a hard time getting that. I'll show you. I saved these two pieces. This was my last attempt. I did make this one. This is a bigger, heavier duty one. I actually got a piece of Fred on it. I'll have to save that for something else. I just didn't like how heavy it was. So I tried making my own. My first attempt was this one here. And see, I drilled a hole, but look at how thin it got right here. See right there, it got too thin. I almost feel like I could break it. So I tried again with another hole, same thing happened. So on the three times and you're out. On the third one, did I use this? No, I actually had a bigger hole cutter to cut this one. And so these two were definitely looking like fails. But I came up with this one and then was able to sharpen it. And I'll show you what it looks. Let me see if I can get this thing in here. Almost there. Once it gets turning, you're good to go. But I can't get a screwdriver. I gotta do it by hand. There it goes. Now we got it. Sorry you can't see it, but it's going in there now. I thought about getting a pliers, but then you don't have any room to turn it. So you kind of got to do it by hand. We got that one in. Now we'll get this one in. Try to get this one in. Basically the hole is crooked, but it just gives me a spot to start it. It's kind of like a wood screw where it's self-tapping, you know, where it kind of pulls itself in there. Down. These little blocks are hardwood and they take a little bit of finger strength. There she goes. Now I'm getting it. Come on. Definitely get in there, they're not coming out. There we go. So, we got that one there. That one there, and you can see there's our spring. And hopefully that'll fit around it. And it does. See, so that'll have our spring in there. I got to do a little more sanding on these to get it to close better. So that'll be our top. We'll put that guy on. So the only other thing I'm looking for is those little pickups. I might just put a single, I bought 3 of them, but I can't find them for the life of me. So I've been hunting around to see if I can find them. And then, oh yeah, here's the way you can see, that'll be, can you see that? That'll be, which I think it might be a little high right now. But that'll be the bridge. You can see it's pretty square with that. So then all I'll need to do is fret it. I'll need to fret it and drill my holes for my tuners. Because I got a 0 fret. And so yeah, this thing's gonna be playing soon. Yeah, I just found this today. It was funny, I was looking around for these hooks and I saw this in one of my drawers. I had a bigger one like that too. And then I found this one and I thought, hey, that's the size. Like I was saying before, this was the original one I was going to use. And then I was going to use one of these caps because it fits on that. But this was way too big, as you can see. See, it goes too far to the edge. I'd have to go into the neck, so I need a little bigger box for those. So I found my other hole drill, this one here, and then that was perfect. So everything works out when you're designing. So yeah, we'll get the rest of this done, and you can hear, I don't know if you can hear that without having strings on it. When I bang the box, listen. It's like, it'll be like a spring reverb in there. It vibrates nice. So that'll add some more tone to it. I don't know how the sound's coming through here, but this will make it sound a little metalier. So yeah, so it's coming together. So then we'll just need a tailpiece. The tailpiece and tuning machines, and we're going to be done with this guy. I do have another one. Another. Hang on a minute. I've got another box just like this one here. So that could actually be 2. But not sure how I'm going to set it up. Ooh, I stuck that crazy warning label inside this one. That was what was right here, remember? And so I never took that one. This one had this on there, which is kind of, but I'll leave that because that's the size of the cigar, which is kind of a nice little accent piece on there in the red. This one This one didn't have it, as you can see. See this one, this one didn't have it. But that'll be about it for this week. It's just getting you caught up on how far I got. I kind of been doing a lot of the work offline, just because it's the sanding part. The sanding part takes a long time, because I did this with the, you know, I kind of chunked it out with a saw, but then I've been filing this, and I probably could use a little more rounding off. As you can see it, you don't take a lot off at a time, but the round one works nice for rounding that out. So, sorry about that. My box hit the button, so we'll have to edit that out. I don't know what I got on that, but like I was saying, I was rounding this one with this rasp here, and that takes a little time. So I've been doing a lot of this stuff off camera. Same thing like this. I'll drill these out because I can't get, my drill press is way over there, and I can't get a good shot of it. So there we go. The Cuban cigar box is almost done, and we'll be playing. And I still like this neck. It came out really nice. I got it shaped real nice. I put a little heel in there. I'm still gonna have this gap right here, and I think I might have to find something to glue in there. So we'll work on that. But you can see this is before, and this is after. Since I got two boxes, you can see what happens. See, this one still has good sides and nothing, no support on the inside. So there we go. That'll be the show. I don't like to keep them too long, but I'll keep you up to date on the progress. I'll probably, by next time, I'll probably have it fretted, and I'll have the tuning machines mounted and the tailpiece on. That doesn't take much. Remember, I still gotta put this piece, when I get it together, and then I'll glue this piece. Oops. I'll glue this piece back in like that, and you know, clean that up. But then you won't be able to see it there like that, so it'll look nice. All right, so that'll do it. Hey, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to tell your friends, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Getting really close to wrapping this up, and I promise I'll spell my titles right this time. So have a good week, and we'll see you in a week.